Hello everyone, and welcome to, I suppose you could call this technically a Let's Look At. This is going to be looking at the CryzenX's Zelda Unreal Engine, I guess you could call this tech demo. Excuse me, if you want to see the original video that brought me here, I'll put that in the annotations in the top left or top right of your screen, or if you missed it, in the description below, so that you have all the opportunities in the world to get this and see the original creators' work in their own video. Because, like I said, I am not the one who made this. CryzenX, and I don't know if anybody else made this, but for sure I know CryzenX did. All due respect, and it's mad respect as well, because I think they made this all by their lonesome, which is a hell of an accomplishment, excuse my language, if you will. But again, if Nintendo or CryzenX themselves wants me to take this video down, I will be more than willing to do so, but I'd simply wanted to bring awareness that they made such a fantastic reimagining of this. We're going to be going into a few places today just to try and show it off. If you want to go into the other places, you'll have to get this yourself and try it out for yourself. It does require a little bit of a beefy computer, but I'm not sure on the specifics. But first, we'll be going into the Temple of Time, because if you played the Ocarina of Time growing up, you probably were like, holy crap, I always wondered what this place looked like in HD, right? And no, I wasn't trying to look up Link's tunic. It was more so trying to see if there was a ceiling, because I think in the Nintendo 64 version, I think it was just a big black abyss up there. So there we have the Kokiri Emerald, the Goron Ruby, and the Zora Sapphire, was it? I think I might have messed up the names, but those are generally, I think, what they're called. Excuse me. So yeah, now we're going to be seeing one of the most iconic cinema scenes in gaming history reimagined. Because I always wondered what it was going to be like to see this with HD. Now I know, albeit probably a little bit, you know, traditional, but that is by no means a bad thing, because let's face it, we're playing a tech demo of a nostalgia game. Mind you, I still say one of the best games of all time. I always loved Ocarina of Time. But yeah, in case you're wondering, targeting system does work. You can talk to some characters in this tech demo. It's simply shift does the lock-on thing, and then just right mouse button does the spin attack. You have to hold it down and then let it go. The left mouse button is not involved whatsoever with the spin attack, but again, it doesn't really matter considering there's really no combat. For the record, if you do want to go back to where you were before, you're supposed to like hit the backspace button, not just try and go out the door. Going out the door doesn't really work, there's no game connected, you know, no game world. So next we'll be going to, where should we go next? Either Zora Domain Normal or the Zora Domain Ice. Both are fantastically, just mind-bogglingly beautiful for their own reasons. We're going to the minigame later, but for now I guess we're going into the Zora Domain Normal to just kind of show that off before we get into the real shiny. So first we get a little bit of a, I don't want to say a montage, but a little bit of a guided camera tour before we go anywhere. There's Princess Ruto, I believe was her name. At least I think that might be Princess Ruto. I don't want to sound discriminatory here, but it's a little difficult sometimes to. It was always difficult for me to distinguish between Zorons at times, but I think that was Ruto. She was rather distinctive, as I recall. But yes, as you might notice, the little details here. Well, you can't really see the little details now, but when we get moving around, you can certainly see the little details that went into just there we go, like the water reflection on the walls. That's one of the biggest things for me in this. Because I don't know if anybody's ever been in a cavern before. If you've ever been in a cavern before, that's one of the biggest things that I recall. I've only been in a cavern a few times in my life, but it's just certainly one of those things like, oh, it's one of the small details that really adds to the ambiance here. And of course, the infamous jump. If you ever played the original, like I said, Ocarina of Time, you probably in all likelihood did what I did when we first got the Zora Domain. We had to jump it, didn't we? We had to jump it. We're gonna have to jump it again, aren't we? Yes. That's what we do. We jump out of Zora's Domain. So now that we've gotten through the bit of a guided tour, we can actually kind of, you know, move around, explore a little bit, see what we want to see when we want to see it. You can target Princess Ruto, but you can't really do much, like, talk to her wise. You can't really stab her like you'd want to anyway. Who wants to stab Princess Ruto anyway? She likes us. Anyway, this place is rather small. Yeah, it is the Zora's domain, but it is, well, some people might not like the water effects on the left. I actually love the water particle effects. It actually kind of feels like water falling, like drops of water, not just a solid, like, I don't know what the technical term is. I'm not a game designer. I'm not smart enough or have enough patience to do so. But yeah, we're going through the top part of the Zora's domain just so we can kind of see what the rest of it is, because if you remember, this is kind of the most efficient way to explore it. Now you can go up there besides, what's his name? I don't remember his name. I remember he guards Jabu Jabu, that's about all I remember. But it's not really meant to be up here, because we had to kind of like jump it to even get there in the first place. So let's do what we came here to do. Jump off the waterfall, because that's the way real gamers do it. We kind of just jump off waterfalls. By the way, there is fall damage in this, so if you do want to die, there's a little mini cutscene. I'm not going to show that, but if you do want to get yourself killed, you can do that. It's actually a faithful adaptation of the way you die in Ocarina of Time as well. You just kind of keel over and make this horrifically sad face. Pretty accurate depiction all in all. I'm sorry, but I absolutely love that stuff on the wall back there. Not the water reflection, it's beautiful. It's a little thing, but that's one of the big things for me. I love that. Excuse me. I think there used to be a shop, like, in here. But obviously, this is a tech demo, no such luck now. We're just going to have to deal with what we got and enjoy it. And I think that's just about it for the Zora's domain, for like the regular. I mean, it's not a terrible thing, I actually quite love it, but next we'll be going to the Zora domain Ice, I think. Excuse me, reason, because it's just about as beautiful except for different reasons this time. And I think there's, yeah, I was gonna say, I think there's snow in this version. And again, I don't know how big the technical requirements for your PC are. I'm running a 980 Ti and 4820 overclocked to 4.5 gigahertz, so I don't know how well this will run on other PCs, but yeah, if you're wondering, like, why are you feel it's like a little loose walking around? It's like you're walking on ice. Now some people might go, but there's no sparks when you hit the wall. Yeah, it's almost like it's a tech demo or something where not everything's working 100% correctly. But seriously though, I believe if the creator of this wanted to get a job at Nintendo, I'm pretty sure you can do so. Oh, ice glare. I guess pretty realistic, actually, if you ever have been, like, in a... Your whole vision of been, like, of snow, you can go snowblind. I've never done it, but that is a neat little thing I like where they made everything white there and made the glare so prominent. It's a small little thing, again, but I love it. Also, the walls look phenomenally beautiful with the reflective surfaces. And, of course, it's Zora's frickin' domain. We have to try and see if we can jump off. As you'll recall in the original game, you can jump off in Zora's domain with ice, but normally I believe it hurt rather badly, if not outright killed you. I think it just hurt rather badly, though. I don't think it actually killed you. Nope, it only did 1 heart of damage. But yeah, like I said, you can die. There's no real reason to go try and do so in this tech demo, but it is fun to explore a little bit. There are some glitches. Not yet. Pretty much right there. We're kind of in the middle of snow, but again, one man made this, or one person made this, I think, so easily forgivable. So next we'll be going, I think we'll be going to the Great Fairy, because I spent a lot of time finding the Great Fairies my first time through Ocarina of Time. Actually, my first time through Ocarina of Time, I don't think I found all of the fairies. I think I only found the ones requisite to the main story. Like the one that taught you the fire circle. I don't know what that's called now. I don't remember which one it was. But yeah, we're going there. And then after that, we might go to the mini game, and then after that, I think we're gonna call it a day because, like I said, I don't want to spoil the whole tech demo. Like, if people want to see different areas, I will do so later. If people don't mind me actually putting this one up. Oh, I love that door. They had that, I think, in Dodongo's Cavern, that style of door. I love that style of door. There's bones here to try and make it feel a little more creepy. I'm not sure. I think they might have taken some N64 resources there. Maybe I don't know. But anyway, if that surprised you as much as it did me, yeah, I haven't played the original game in years, and I forgot they actually did make that really, really scary entrance with the piercing laugh that got me, actually. Now, some people might not like the way the Grand Fairies have always looked, or the Great Fairies, excuse me. I've always loved the way they look. They've always looked unique and, well, all-powerful, really, when you get down to it. You can't really talk to her because, well, it's not a game. But it is a neat little area. And now I guess we could go to the minigame, because what else are we going to do? I don't even know what the minigame is. See, I'm picturing, like, I played the original game. I'm picturing, like, the arrows thing. No, we're going with the just break a bunch of pots to your heart's content thing going on here, which is fine. A staple from the original game. You ever went to Hyrule Castle Town? You probably made that guard's life hell just like I did. And if you didn't, well, you need to get to it. At first I thought, man, oh, what are we in, like a spirit temple here? Because it kind of looks like the spirit temple outside, but it's not. It's just like, I have no idea what this is. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a hint toward the whole, you just break pots for money, don't you? Yes. Hey man, as long as you don't throw any wall masters in here, I am happy as can be, because wall masters, my god, they're the things that gave me nightmares my first time through. And that was not really nice looking, by the way. That was mainly just so we could see the spin attack at work, not just whiffing the midair. Can't hit the statue, so I guess that's about it. Now, there are a few more areas. There's a Dark Link area. There is the Link to the Past, which I have no idea what that even does. I've never went in there myself, obviously. But you can see all this for yourself. Like I said, I'll put that the link to where I got it in the description below or in the annotations. If you are having trouble finding it, it should be in the video link's description. So, and it's only a limited amount of downloads per day. You might have to check a few days in a row. I'd check like 4 or 5 days in a row to get it. But thank you guys very much for watching. And again, check out CryzenX's video of this, of their own video. And if you'd like this, you may wish to like or even subscribe. Farewell, everyone. Until next time.